rappelle les chansons. Un soir d'hiver, un vrai visage, la scène un marchand de marron.
Hi, welcome to Andy's Kitchen. This is the first episode of many. In this episode, I'm going to make a potato gratin and a pot roast. I hope you enjoy the show and I hope you learn a lot because I got a lot to teach. Right now, the potato gratin I want to make should take about 45 minutes cooking. I've preheated the oven to 325. I'm putting it up to 350 because I want it extra crispy on the top of the potato. With the potato, what you want is the technique you want to have is have your fingers curled in so that if the knife moves at all in any way, you won't cut yourself. And you want nice, thin slices for this gratin. What you want to do is you just take the potatoes, everything dry, you're not cooking anything yet, and you put them into a bowl, right? And you take about a cup and a half of cream. It doesn't matter how much cream. You don't want to use too much cream because then the potatoes will be soggy when you bake them. You want just enough so that it moistens. And what I'm going to do now, I have about 2 cups of heavy cream right here, chilled, but not too cold, not ice cold, but chilled. And I'm going to use about 1 cup of this. And what you can do is, when you put the potatoes into the casserole pan, you can see if the distribution between cream and potatoes is even. You don't want it too soggy. So I can always add more cream. It's better to add more than add too much in the beginning. And what else I'm going to put in here is about a cup and a half of grated Parmesan cheese. So you just dump it all in like this. I'm not going to use all the cheese. I want to save a little bit because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on top of the casserole pan while I'm baking it, and provide like a little bit of a crust on top with the potatoes and look beautiful. What else I want to put in here is about a pinch of salt. I'd say about a tablespoon of salt because potatoes, they don't have that much salt and they soak up the salt a lot because they have a lot of starches. So you want to put a good amount of salt in to season this, and also put just some freshly ground black pepper. Depending on your taste, put however much you want. And also, what I'm going to put on is just some fresh herbs. Put some fresh rosemary and put some fresh thyme. So I'll take the rest of the rosemary, peel it the opposite way so you can get a nice, easy slide off. And just take it, and the proper way to cut these, just cut these rough. You don't want too much. You don't want too much of large pieces. You want a relatively even amount of distribution of rosemary. See, a little nice rough chop. And take this. I'm going to save about half just for the garnish. You can always get more rosemary if you want. Put it in here, and in a similar way to which you peel the rosemary off of the stem, you do the same thing with the thyme. The thyme stick goes like this. You want to do it the opposite way that the leaves are facing, so you get a nice easy pull from the thyme. And if you get a little stem in, that's fine. The thyme stems will cook pretty easily, but most of the flavor is in the leaves. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put these in the oven at about 325 degrees for about 45 minutes. A little give or take 5 minutes depending on where the potatoes are. You want a crispy brown color of the potatoes, and you'll have perfect potato gratin. Alright, now what we want to do is we're making a pot roast. All you got to do is I got about 2.5 pound beef tenderloin pot roast. What you want to do is you go to the butcher, you ask them to cut it so you can roll it. That's what I did right here. And I'm not going to make a marinade with this. Normally you could marinate the night before, it's fine. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a rub, an herb, garlicky kind of a rub. So you do is you take about 2 tablespoons of olive oil, good amount of olive oil, it's maybe 3 tablespoons. And take some fresh herbs, have some thyme and some rosemary right here, put it in. And take some fresh garlic. Take the garlic, take the flat part of your knife on top and go smash it. Don't be afraid, you're not going to hurt your knife. And easily, the outside comes right off. So I'm putting about 3 cloves of garlic into my roast. I'm going to make into my rub, but I'm also going to put more garlic into the roast. Slightly mince this. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I give it a nice mince. mince and put it into your rub. And just take a spoon and kind of mash it around a little bit. Give it a nice texture. And a little bit of seasoning, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Mix it around. Take your roast, put it flat on your cutting board. Never use the same cutting board when you use meat and vegetables. Always use the meat afterwards. But in this case, I did the vegetables first, so I can use the meat afterwards. Take your rub, and this will be the inside, and just kind of rub it around. Look at the color, it's beautiful. And, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect, but this will be the inside. And the outside, do the same thing. Rub it around. Don't be afraid to get dirty either, because when you're cooking, if you're making a beautiful meal, you got to get dirty sometimes. I put whole pieces of garlic into my roast right now. As you can see, you don't have to stuff it in or anything. But this garlic, the aromas that this garlic, I can already smell it right now. The aromas that this garlic will give off inside your roast is definitely worth the trouble. Not really trouble, but the smell. Beautiful. Alright. What I have here is just some twine. This is just regular string. You can get this at any hardware store. Or you can ask your butcher for string. You just ask him, need string to tie up a roast. He'd be glad to give it to you. He or she would be glad to give it to you. So, just take your roast, roll it up tightly. What you want to do is you want to put a firm knot right here and another knot. So you want a nice tight knot so that it'll hold up. And the technique that you want to do is you take, this is a small roast, about 2.5 pounds, but a large one. You take this part, and you hold it with one finger here, and you go all the way around the roast, and then you slide it through. Take it again, tighten it, and you're good to go one more time. Take it, hold your finger here, under, through, and good to go. See? One more time. Take it, stick your finger here, stick through, pull, you're good to go. And at this end, you tie another knot just to make sure your roast doesn't come apart. This little sucker's waiting to cook. Slide through. And you, my friend, have a pot roast.